Even though I'm not a big rap music fan, I don't know, I just get the sense about Tupac that he is a starseed and that he was working for the greater good during his short time here. So this is the reason why I really
A starseed. Talking about Tupac, except she's calling him Tupac, not to be confused with Variety Pack or Buy One Get One Free Pack.
reading for him today to see, what his starseed connections is and
Starseed.
what his mission was while he was here on Earth. So I do have his information here. I am going to use his given name to access his records, but then I'll use his stage name, elsewhere. So let's go ahead and get started.
She's pulling up his starseed data or whatever the.
Only the highest vibrations of love and light can be in the space and all objects in the space for the highest good of Lisane, Parish, Crooks, and myself. For this reading today, all other energies must leave now.
I'm staying. I don't care if you want me to leave. What is happening? This is a woman who's going to give us Tupac's starseed something or other. I mean, this is really crazy. Lord Falcona, shout out to him for sending him. I'm sorry. Shout out to him for sending this my way. It's bound to be interesting. Let's give it a listen. But if you don't know what a starseed is, you are not alone. Individuals who believe they've come to Earth from other dimensions to help heal the planet and guide humanity into the golden age. We're going to be talking about starseeds a lot moving forward. I want to make sure we're all down with the definition. Okay, so she thinks Tupac is a starseed.
I call in the highest level of the divine that knows that love is the power and the truth from which we read, the highest level guides and angels of Lisane Parish Crooks,
Angels of Lisane Parish Crooks.
and myself to help us with this reading.
So is Tupac alive in her head? Is that what this is? And she's going to listen in and he's going to give us a message or something?
Archangel Michael, hold this space for us, and so it is. And so we do acknowledge the forces of light, asking for guidance, direction, and courage to know the truth, as it is revealed for our highest good and the highest good of everyone connected to us. O Holy Spirit of God, help
I don't know what the hell that means.
me to know Lisane Parish Crooks in the light of the Akashic Records.
Wait, is Lisane Parish Crooks Tupac's given name? Is that what it is? No, I don't think that's... I think... Oh, okay, yeah. Apparently Lisane Parish Crooks supposedly is his real name? Is that real? He's named Tupac by his mom. Yes, that's what I thought. What the hell is all this? I don't understand what she's talking about. I've never heard this. And I think actually he was named after one of his mom's close friends who was also a Black Panther back in like the 70s. And the woman, I think it's Asada Shakur, is now on the FBI's most wanted list. I could be wrong on that, so don't quote me. I don't know what the hell she's talking about here. First thing that popped up when I typed in Tupac was Zodiac sign. You gotta be kidding me.
To see Lisane Parish Crooks through the eyes of the Lords of the Records, and enable me to share the wisdom and compassion that the Master's teachers and loved ones have for Lisane Parish Crooks.
Oh, wow. Lots of dead silence in here. Is she just gonna sit in front of like a YouTube video and just like stare at a document and then glance up the camera? Look at this. Look, watch. Look, she's gonna glance up at the camera. She's reading. Glance. Okay, go back. Yep, the camera's still watching me. Why did you do that?
Hey, the records are now open. All right. Well, let's take a look at Tupac's star journey. And
Tupac, I can't get over that. I'm sorry. You're going to hear a lot of Variety Pack jokes.
Where did he come from? What was he doing here on Earth? So I see a very interesting journey for Tupac. He actually originated from the Orion belt stars.
Okay.
Not Mintaka, but Analam and Analtak. I think he actually originated from Analtak, but has also had incarnations in Analam, which is the middle belt star, and probably has even had incarnations in Mintaka. What I see...
Dude, I love how she just like makes this shit up right off the top of her head and claims it's real.
With him is that he really struggled in his upbringing in Orion. He's had lifetimes where he didn't have much family. He had to pretty much make it out on his own and, pretty much was living hand to mouth,
Okay.
throughout the belt stars of Orion, throughout, a lot of his younger years.
You see, there just isn't much food in Orion's belt. That's the problem.
And so what I did see with him in the records is that he ended up joining the Orion space pirate crew. You're going to
Oh my God, dude.
see this theme with Tupac even during his lifetime here on Earth, where, he was involved with gangs and, was involved with, some activities that got him.
Some activities. Tell me about those activities. Which activities are you talking about? What a joke. I just finished writing a book titled Was Hitler an Atheist? It talks about religions during the Third Reich and how they work together. Catholics, Jehovah's Witnesses, and Protestants. And I even address the lies told by the evangelical world about Bonhoeffer. It's on Audible and Amazon. Okay, let's continue. I could be wrong. I don't think Tupac was involved in gang stuff until he was a little bit older. But his mom was involved. His mom had a really hard life. His dad was just gone. The dude had never had a shot. He never had a chance. And P. Diddy killed him. P. Diddy is responsible for Tupac's death, in my personal opinion.
Him, thrown in jail, so he does have kind of that bad boy quality about him, which makes him kind of an interesting, complex character because there are aspects of him that were definitely working for the highest good, even during his short life here on Earth. So I do see quite a bit of lifetimes where he was with the space pirates. And I do think
Space pirates. I wonder if they ever encountered Samus Aran from Metroid.
Being that bad boy kind of quality, really resonated with him, gave him, the sense of he just really liked, having that bad quality, I guess. But
She keeps asking if I know. You know? I'm sorry to say that no, in fact, I do not know.
He's kind of like Robin Hood. I kind of see him.
Again, I don't know.
Very similar to Robin Hood, where, he was kind of doing illegal things, here and there, but he was definitely working for the highest good and was trying to help people out.
Remember, this is his time as a space pirate. This isn't his time on Earth.
And so I think even during his lifetimes in Orion, this is something that Tupac was trying to accomplish, even, during his space pirate days. I do see kind of this cute quality with him where...
Cute quality?
I don't know if he was necessarily robbing from the rich and giving to the poor, kind of like, Robin Hood, but I do see times...
You're trying to tell me he was just robbing from the rich?
Where... he would show some compassion and would help people out, people that were in dire circumstances, in Orion, just trying to help them out here and there.
In Orion. Get help, okay? Does she not have any family members that are looking out for her?
Even though he was doing illegal things as a space pirate. Space pirates throughout Orion were actually quite common. So resources throughout, a lot of the Orion systems were very scarce. And so space piracy became kind of a big deal, because the resources were always scarce in a lot of these Orion systems. This was a way for, unsavory individuals to make a lot of money by stealing goods and then reselling them on the black.
Dude's life is incredible enough. His life story is amazing and insane enough. You don't need to throw in this Orion shit.
Black market of Orion. So this was a big part of what our friend Tupac was involved with.
Our friend.
Eventually, because Tupac always had a compassionate heart, what I'm seeing in the records is he got, I think, caught or he got arrested for space piracy.
By the space police?
And was given an option to either get thrown into
space jail,
prison, or to help out the Black League resistance fighters.
The Space Black League resistance fighters, because you see, aliens Well, ethereal beings, I assume, because his spirit is carried on, right? Ethereal beings who don't have a body also have black skin, you see. We have a black-white problem in ethereal beings also. And Tupac here, Tupac has been offered an opportunity to fix black-white ethereal being. My God, dude, get help.
Because he did have some very definite gifts, so I think he was
What gifts?
smart and chose to help out the Black League resistance fighters in the Orion belt star systems, and was helping to fight against the Empire, through, working with this particular group. And so this is where I think he's learned to use weapons and guns, so this was also something he was, very attracted to during his time here on Earth. I'm not really sure where he got
Space guns, you mean? They're not regular weapons and guns. They're space guns. You got to get that right. What do space guns do?
his musical talent from, because I don't see like a whole lot of lifetimes in Orion where he was very musical at all. I mean, I just kind of see him always kind of in this kind of military like role, either as a space pirate or working with the resistance fighters. But I do think maybe he did pick up some musical gifts from Mintaka when he spent some time there.
The is Mintaka?
I'm not really sure, but
Oh, wow. The first true statement that she's made this whole time. Not really sure. Knock me over with the feather. You're not?
he certainly had a tremendous talent during his time here on Earth. I don't see any other star systems connected with Tupac. I do see definitely Orion. And he does exhibit that Orion duality of he's kind of a bad boy, but at the same time, he's trying to help people. He's trying.
You know what? I'm going to let Tupac tell her what I'm feeling inside right now. Tell her, Tupac.
But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. You and your motherfucking mama.
Yeah, thank you. It's a good sir. I appreciate that.
Trying to change the system. Let's look at his birth date here. He was born as a Gemini. Interestingly enough.
Wait, he's a Gemini? What does Gemini mean? What does Gemini mean? I mean, is there a special meaning, special horoscope? Let's see. Third sign of the Zodiac, represented by the twins Castor and Pollux. It's a Latin word meaning the twins. I was hoping we were going to get some, hang on. Gemini astrological meaning. They're ruled by Mercury, the planet of communication, and are known for being chatty, verbal, and great communicators. They're natural conversationalists who are charming and articulate. There's an interesting study that was done forever ago. Somebody enters a room with a whole bunch of people, and they read out the horoscope for Cancer or like Gemini or whatever. 1/12 of the people roughly should raise their hands. Everybody felt that the horoscope that they listened to applied to them. Everybody. Because horoscopes are general enough that they'll apply to everybody, basically. Like, there are a lot of left-leaning atheist types that believe in this shit. Apparently, the Washington Post does horoscopes? I didn't know that. Okay, now I'm going to read through some of these. You are one charismatic person, and it just follows that you're going to attract some very interesting people to you. A chance connection with a stranger or casual acquaintance could start a spark that might be difficult to put out. Then again, you're single at the moment. Then again, if you're single at the moment, maybe there's no reason to try to put a damper on things. Flirting is easy when you know for sure the other person is interested, but make sure you know if the other person wants to take things to the next level or not. So you're telling me 1/12 of the people on planet Earth are going to start dating somebody in the next 5 days? Is that what you're saying? Or is this horoscope just completely made up? All right, let's see. Aries, communication isn't a problem. You're able to make your points eloquently and succinctly. I mean, that people might say that about me, right? But I'm not an Aries. I would raise my hand if I said, hey, this one applies to me. It helps to plan out what you're going to say well in advance, but you manage to be quite convincing when you have to speak in front of a group on the spur of the moment. If you're usually a shy person, this is the ultimate time to stand up. See, they just included literally everybody. If you are shy and don't like speaking in front of people, or if you do like speaking in front of people, this one applies to everybody. Here's Cancer. You may have thought you spoke quite clearly and eloquently, but your words got twisted somehow, and more than likely ended up causing a simple misunderstanding. Don't ignore it for too long, or it could really turn into a problem. You may feel that apologies aren't necessary for something you didn't mean to do, but you really should clear things up with the offended party. Swallow your pride and say those two magic words if need be. I'm sorry goes a long way at times like this. If you had to guess, which one would you think that I am? I would say Aries. Actually, I'm a Cancer, the last one that I read. I have not been in any fights. I don't have a need to say I'm sorry. I mean, this is all bullshit. All of it. Okay, let's listen to Tupac. Let's listen to Tupac's horoscope or whatever.
Let's look at his birth date here. He was born as a Gemini. Interestingly enough, I do see quite a bit of Geminis connected with Orion. You know, we talked about Donald Trump. Donald Trump is a Gemini.
Oh, God, really? Maybe we should look at Donald Trump's horoscope with her, if she talked about Trump's.
He had lifetimes in Orion. And I also see that with Tupac, you know, that Tupac also was
It is so cringy. I can't stand it.
very connected with that duality consciousness that came from his Orion lifetimes. The other thing that's interesting about Tupac is he was born in 1971, which is actually the beginning of the second wave volunteers. So the second wave started coming in around I would say, the very late 60s.
What the hell is a second wave volunteer?
And
Donald Trump's a Cancer. Is he? Is that real or is it a joke? I can't tell. I'm a Gemini according to my birth date. My sister told me that she did like a whole star sign thing. I don't think she believes in it now, but you can apparently get like birth chart stuff, and it's like really complicated and it's expensive. And it takes people like days to, calculate this all out based on your birthday and the place you were born and the time and all that. It's so stupid.
Early 70s on through the end of the 80s and maybe even a little bit into the 90s. But he definitely embodies that indigo child. And
oh my God, indigo child. Here we go. Hang on, let me just look this one up. I know what an indigo child is, but let me just define it here. An indigo child is a child who is believed to have special, unusual, or supernatural traits or abilities. A lot of the time, if a kid is troubled or they're having a hard time adapting to their environment, like they don't do well in school, or they have autism, high functioning autism or something like that, they'll call them an indigo child, they being like a woman like this. The concept is based on New Age ideas that developed in the 70s. Some characteristics of indigo children include being creative and rebellious, having a strong need for independence, having a hard time with authority and hierarchy, being strong-willed and headstrong, being intuitive or psychic, oh my God, having a deep desire to help the world, or wavering between low self-esteem and grandiosity. Okay.
that rebellious quality. He's definitely what I would consider to be a system buster, and that is definitely what he was doing here while he was here on Earth. Speaking about his musical career, he had a fast rise into the musical career, and I mean, it's amazing. He was only in his 20s, and he had several, I would say at least 3 hit albums that made a huge impact on society, throughout his short career. And even now, he's considered to be one of the most influential rap artists in history. I mean, it's just amazing just how much of an impact his music has made in his short career here. Unfortunately, like other celebrities, Tupac had a bad boy
I can't get over that. Tupac.
side, and he did get involved with some very unsavory characters during his time here on Earth. Spent some time in jail. I think
she doesn't know what she's talking about, and that upsets me a lot that she's doing this. I don't know this for sure, and I'm willing to have my mind changed, but I'm pretty confident that Tupac's legal troubles were fabricated to hurt him, basically. Like he didn't really do that stuff. Here's the thing. Okay, this is complicated, and I'm willing to change my mind on it. So please, somebody tell me how you feel if you feel differently, and I'll listen. But if somebody takes advantage of somebody else, like they, the ultimate form of take advantage of somebody. I'm just trying to make it monetizer friendly here. That's like a character trait usually, right? Like Jeffrey Epstein, for example. That's a character trait. Harvey Weinstein, Bill Cosby, Jeffrey Epstein, those are the types of people that take advantage of others, and it's a character trait. It's something that they do consistently because that's where their mind is. All she's doing making face noises. That's true. That is something that she's doing. Appreciate the message, and wow, it's all colorful. If there is one single example of a famous person being accused of a heinous crime, like, for example, attacking somebody, like straight up attacking them. If there's one example of that, I'm a lot more hesitant. I would like another example before accepting it blindly. Not to say that, I mean, maybe they haven't been caught. That's a possibility. I'm willing to accept that. I just want a little bit more evidence, anything, because, as a YouTuber, I've watched people be accused of things that I know for a fact that they didn't do because I was in the room when these events supposedly took place. So I'm a little hesitant about accepting it when there's like a motive and there's only one example. It doesn't seem to be a character trait and all of that. All of that, with that preamble out of the way, Tupac was accused of taking advantage of somebody on the dance floor. Like they were dancing and then against her will, things started happening. Maybe I'm willing to accept that. I feel like I need a little bit more than just that right now, especially since it's not a character trait of his. Like he has not shown that this is something that he does consistently. Now, Tupac went to jail for that, and I don't think that he was eventually charged. I think maybe the charges were dropped. I don't remember what happened with it, but he went to jail for like 8 months or something. I don't even remember now. And that's what she's talking about here with him getting involved in bad stuff or whatever. She has no idea. She doesn't know. She's completely gone. Yeah, and something else I want to say, like, if somebody is convicted in a court of law, decided by a jury or whatever, that's a different thing, obviously. I'll take one example of something happening if there's more evidence. Like, it doesn't have to be additional people. It can just be additional evidence. But one person's word against another person's word, and it's only one example of that happening. I need a little bit more, just a little more than that. Anyway, false accusations, at least on the criminal side, are between 2 and 10%. I can buy that Tupac was a victim of that 2 and 10. I don't know, though. Right, I don't know either. Yeah, 100%. I don't know. It's not a character trait of his, though, so I'm leaning no. But anyway, she has no clue what she's talking about, is my point here.
During his time here on Earth, spent some time in jail. I think, tried to make...
And this is after he was famous. I'm not sure why. I don't try to rationalize this stuff because taking advantage of somebody is not about enjoying the experience. It's about power almost every time. If it's a character trait, it's probably about having power over the person. And if that's something in you, then you're probably not going to be able to help yourself but to do it again. So, I don't know. It's complicated, is my point.
Make societal changes, when he could, either from jail or when he was out of jail, doesn't really matter.
He made societal changes from jail. What?
But he did do the best he could. And like I said, he's made a huge impact on pop culture, on our society, speaking out against injustices here on Earth. And these were all things that he also saw during his lifetimes in Orion. So this
during his lifetimes, plural, lifetimes in Orion.
was especially his mission was to bring awareness to these issues, during his time here on Earth. Unfortunately for Tupac, he did get murdered when he was only 25 years old. I didn't even realize he was that young. He
was a kid. It's crazy.
Seemed a lot older. He just seems like such an old soul, for being.
And that's evidence, you see, that he seemed like an old soul. And that's proof that he lived in Orion's belt at some point as... What, do you have a name for us? What was his other name?
As young as he was, but He did get murder in Las Vegas. He was
I'll tell you what happened with him. Big rap fan right here, if you didn't know. Yeah, love rap, love Tupac to death. Dude is the shit. I would play a Tupac song if I could, but I can't, so sadly. Hold on. Maybe I can, actually. I got a plan. I'm going to make this happen for you guys because I care about you. There's this AI vocal remover that I've been using a lot lately that's awesome. Big fan. All right, well, the audio's processing. We'll play and listen. We'll come back to it in a second. Oh, yeah, I was going to say, here's what happened to Tupac. Here's how he died. There's the record label called Bad Boy Records. It was run by P. Diddy. Maybe it still exists, I'm not sure. P. Diddy signed Biggie on to play on his label, and Suge Knight signed Tupac to work on his label. I think it was Death Row Records was Suge Knight's. Suge Knight is an evil piece of shit. He took advantage of Tupac and, didn't give him anything that he didn't give him what he had earned at all. He kept almost all of it and kept stringing him along and f***ing him over. Suge Knight's a piece of trash. Anyway, Tupac's in New York City because he grew up in California. He's born in Harlem, but he grew up in California, hence the song California Love. So he goes to New York City, where Bad Boy Records is based, with Biggie, and he's recording in a booth, a studio booth or whatever, and people from the Bad Boy Records crew come in and rough him up. They mug him, they steal his shit, and threaten his life and everything else. And he asks Biggie to help him figure out who it was, and Biggie refused. He just clammed up. I mean, this is actually a close friend of Tupac's, and he didn't say a word, he didn't help, nothing. He asked P. Diddy for help, nothing. Dead silence. And nobody, understood why this was happening. It seemed pretty clear that they were in on it or just protecting their people or something. Anyway, that's where the feud began, and Tupac is really, really unhappy with them, obviously, and he makes a song called Hit 'Em Up. Damn, I should get Hit 'Em Up also. Hold on. Hit 'Em Up is the song that got Tupac killed. I can't play I can't play the song, unfortunately, but maybe I can play just some of the audio for you. Anyway, so Biggie wasn't helping. Diddy was blocking everything and making it difficult, and Tupac makes a song called Hit 'Em Up, where he effectively just calls out Bad Boy Records and says, where is it? Oh, well, this is where this line is from.
But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. You and your motherfucking mama.
That's from Hit 'Em Up. He named people personally. He went after them hard, and he knew that, that Bad Boy was getting violent and they were looking for an opportunity to kill him. So he had security with him. He goes to some show, red carpet event or something, I don't remember what now, and he was with Suge Knight, the producer or the owner of Death Row Records or whatever. They get in a car and they're on their way to a club or a house, I don't remember what now. They stop at a red light. And there's a famous picture, it's the last image taken of Tupac before he died, but with Suge Knight in the car. Anyway, they stop at a red light. Dude pulls up at the red light and fires a bunch of shots into the car. Tupac is hit. Suge Knight is hit. Suge Knight survived. Tupac survived for a few days, I believe, but then died. And Eminem is convinced that Diddy is the one that put the hit out. We know it was Keefy D that actually pulled the trigger, I believe. But yeah, And I think it was shortly after that when this song Changes released by Tupac. Let me see if I can play the vocals without getting hit.
Come on. I see he's a hero. Get it to the kids who the hell cares.
Give the crack to the kids who the hell cares. One less hungry mouth on welfare. So this is the song that he released right around the time that he was killed by somebody. By just another rapper. Because of some stupid fucking argument that they had. P. Diddy, in my opinion, is directly responsible for this. And if for no other reason than because he didn't, cool tensions. He didn't make things better. He didn't lighten the mood. He didn't say, forget it, it's not a big deal. Didn't help find the people that stuck up Tupac or, tried to mug him or any of that. He made things worse. Diddy did. And in my opinion, I believe that he ordered the hit also.
Strangers, and that's how it's supposed to be. How can the devil take a brother if he's close to me? I let it go back to when we played as kids, but then changed. And that's the way it is.
And then at the end, this is probably my favorite part of the song here.
I'm making some
Yeah, that's not the part of the song that I was looking for, but it's such a good song, man.
hey, but that's the way it is.
Oh, here it is. Here, this is my favorite part right here.
Don't appeal to the brother in you.
Yeah,
You gotta operate the easy way.
I made a G today.
But you made it in a sleazy way. Sell it to the kid.
I gotta get paid.
Hey, but that's the way it is.
You did it in a sleazy way, selling crack to the kid. I got to get paid. Here's Hit 'Em Up.
When we rock, come equipped with game. You claim to be a player, but I f***ed your wife. We
Oh boy, got a lot of censoring to do in this one.
bust on bad boys, niggas fuck for life.
You got mention of Bad Boy Records there.
Plus, Puffy trying to see me weak, hearts I rip. Vicky Smalls and Junior Mafia, some mark ass. We keep on coming while we running for your juice. Steady gunning, keep on busting at them fools. You know the rules. Little Caesar, go ask your homie how I leave you. Cut your young ass up, leave you in pieces. Now be deceased. Little Ken, don't f around with real G's. Quick to snatch your ugly ass off the streets. So
Okay, so that's the opener, but this is the part that really got him killed probably. It was right here.
I hit 'em up.
Now you tell me who won. I see them, they run. They don't want to see us. Whole Junior Mafia clique dressing up trying to be us. How the f they gonna be the mob when we always on our job? We millionaires. Killing ain't fair, but somebody gotta do it. Oh yeah, Mob Deep. Huh. You wanna f with us? You little young ass motherfuckers. Don't one of you niggas got sickle cell or something? You f with me, nigga. You f around have a seizure or a heart attack. You better back the f up when you get smacked the f up. That's how we do it on our side. Any of you niggas from New York that wanna bring it, bring it. But we ain't singing, we bringing drama. You and your motherfucking mama. We gonna kill all you motherfuckers. Now when I came out, I told you it was just about Biggie. Then everybody had to open their mouth with a motherfucking opinion. Well, this is how we gonna do this. Mob Deep, Biggie, Bad Boy as a staff, record label, and as a motherfucking crew. And if you want to be down with Bad Boy, then you too. Chino XL, you too. All you motherfuckers, you too.
Take money. Take
All of
money.
y'all motherfuckers, you die slow, motherfucker. My fofo make sure all y'all kids don't grow. You motherfuckers can't be us or see us. We motherfucking thug life riders, west side till we die. Out here in California, we warn you, we'll bomb on you motherfuckers. We do our job. You think you mob, we the motherfucking mob. Ain't nothing but killers and the real all you motherfuckers feeling. Our shits go triple and four quadruple.
Take money.
You niggas laugh cause our staff got guns in they motherfuckers belt. You know how it is when we drop records they felt. You niggas can't feel it. We the realest. We Bad Boy killers.
So that's the song that got Tupac killed right there. Hit 'Em Up. There's a lot more to it, of course, but oh shit. Yeah. That was intense. That's how Tupac died, is the point. Now, she's about to tell us about her beliefs about the starseed, Indigo child, something or other. Tupac, who grew up in in Orion's belt. Go on, I'm listening.
Definitely targeted, and unfortunately, I think he definitely left us too soon. I think if he had stayed around on planet Earth long enough, he might have made even a bigger impact than he already has, even during the short time he.
No fucking shit. You think he would have made a bigger impact on the world if he had been here longer? Wow. Give her a gold medal. She's a thinker. Somebody get her to Harvard.
Was here, he did make a huge impact on music, on the
She's an observant one. I gotta give her that. She's observant.
pop culture, and on social economic situations. And it really brought attention to some of the injustices, particularly against, I would say authority figures, the status quo. And that is such a Gemini thing, I think,
That's so Gemini.
to really focus on. And you got to give him credit for taking that on, even during his short time here. Anyway, that's
It is so stupid.
all I'm getting right now for Tupac Shakur. I hope you enjoyed his reading. I hope you enjoyed this little glimpse into his star origins.
I did. I gotta be honest. I did. I enjoyed the hell out of that. That was absolutely ridiculous.
And his mission here on Earth. I'm going to go ahead and do a closing prayer.
A closing prayer. Wait, is it going to be silent? Is she going to do a silent prayer?
I would like to thank the masters, teachers, and loved ones for their love and compassion. I would like to thank the lords of the Akashic Records for their point of view. And I would like to thank the
Dude, who the hell are the masters of the Akashic Records? What is that?
Holy Spirit of light for all knowledge and healing. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen. The records are now closed. Amen.
What if you don't close the records afterward? Is that a problem?
So I want to thank Tupac's soul and his higher self and his guides.
I wonder, what would Tupac have to say if he were here watching this shit unfold? What would he say about this? Oh my god, it's so stupid. Nericol, kill shot. I will not fail. I'm with the doc still, but this idiot's boss pops pills and tells him he's got skills. But Kel's the day you put out a hit's the day the Diddy admits that he put the hit out that got pot killed. Yeah, that's from Killshot, Eminem. Really good song. And that's not the only time he's mentioned P. Diddy or his responsibility in Tupac's death either. He's done it a lot recently, but he did it in some old songs too. I'm trying to remember what was the old song he talked about it in. He did it in Bad Ones also, a recent one, I believe, where he said basically, it's like an R-A-P-E-R. Wait, he didn't just say rapper and leave out a P, did he? Because of P. Diddy's, it's clever. Yep, R.I.P., rest in peace, Biggie and Pac, both of you should be living. I mean, it's a subtle shout out, but it's very clear once you know what you're looking for. Well, just like Eminem is the shit, honestly. I am such a big fan of Eminem.
For allowing us this glimpse into his Akashic records.
Oh my God. She's thanking Tupac for allowing her to glance into his what?
For allowing us this glimpse into his Akashic records.
Akashic Records. Into his Akashic Records. Oh my God, dude.
I just want to wish his soul peace wherever he is right now. And to thank him for his contributions to planet Earth during his time here. If you like this content, please consider subscribing to my channel. Give me a like here and there and share my content. It really helps my channel.
Yeah, okay. Anyway, love the Zoom blurred background, by the way. Really good job on that one. High production value. Maybe I should be blurring my background. Anyway, yeah, tell me what you think in the comments. This is just ridiculous, dude.